Oof. Martial arts, the importance of footwork training, drilling. Footwork is very important, like I mentioned in all my other videos. Footwork in basketball, footwork in boxing, footwork in karate, footwork in everything. Your legs is what carry you. Without footwork, you can't fight. Without footwork, whatever techniques you know, punching, kicking, you won't be able to move to your opponent to deliver those techniques because you're lacking footwork. Depending on how you get to your opponent and how you defend, offense and defense can make a lot of difference on how you're moving. So what you're seeing here, I'm basically going side to side, but my motion is a rhythm. It's a style to it. It's not just running forward or running side to side. I'm moving with a easy pace, with a smooth motion, like dancing. You're moving to that rhythm in your head. So I'm doing circular motion, I'm doing 45 motion, I'm doing lateral, I'm doing back and forward. And there's a hop to it, there's a bounce. You know, it's like I'm hearing music in my head playing and I'm moving to that. You know, it's like a beat, like bam, 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 and then you move to that rhythm. And you develop that rhythm in your head and you just make it into one. So basically, I'm going forward, I'm going back. I also move forward or backwards multiple times, shuffle, step forward. That's when I want to get to my opponent with more than one technique. I bounce to him more than once, and I bounce straight back, shuffle backwards. I do lateral movements, going side to side. When I move one leg to the side, then the other leg follows. When I move one leg going backwards, then the other leg follows. So the right goes side, then the left follows. Then the left goes back and then the right follows. And if you're going forward, the same motion. If you're going forward and you're fighting in an orthodox then the left leg goes forward, and when you're coming back, you bring the back leg, the right leg come back and the left follows. So that's the motion. And if you're southpaw, you just do the opposite, right leg forward, back leg. You know, this is something that should be practiced. This is very important. It's like having a car and you have no tires in it. You're just driving on rims. You're just driving on the rim. You're not gonna get nowhere. But the tires is what's gonna take you. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Is like humans are meant walking on two legs. We're not meant to walk on four, on our hands and legs. So everything starts off with walking. So if you're fighting, playing basketball, you're gonna have to move your legs. It all depends on how you get there. And what I mean is all depends on how you get there. You can jump there, you can run, you can shuffle, you can glide, you can bounce. You know, it just all depends on how you move to your opponent, and that's very important on how you move to him, the offense and how you defense, because that can definitely determine the outcome of the fight, just your footwork, if you're going to win or if you're going to lose. So it all depends. If you saw the Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey, UFC 193, excellent fight. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's very technical and there's a lesson to learn from that. Holly Holm basically won that fight off of footwork. That's basically it. I mean, she landed punches and kicks, but how you think she set up the punches and the kicks? From off her footwork. If she didn't have footwork, she wouldn't be able to set up the kicks and the punches. Ronda Rousey was lacking footwork. That's the reason why Ronda lost that fight. She didn't understand the principles, the basics of footwork to set up her techniques, to set up her judo. She wasn't able to use her footwork to set up her judo. And that's the whole thing. That's how important footwork is. Very important. So all your techniques, your combination are set up off your footwork. You know, so keep that in mind. So you're not just punching and kicking. Your legs is what is setting up for those kicks and punches. If you want to be technical, you know, if you want to be that kind of a fighter like Holly Holm did, very technical. That's a different level. Even being in the pocket takes footwork if you know what you're doing and if you're doing it right. Like a Floyd Mayweather, he does it perfectly. He's in the pocket, but he's still rolling his shoulders, he's still bobbing, weaving, parrying, and he's still rolling on the ball with his foot, using his hips to move side to side, which is footwork. Same thing, he just at a shorter distance of footwork. Then when he's ready, he disengages, use lateral movements to spin around the person or circular motion.